What is it, y'all? It is me, Candace, Beauty and All, and welcome to my channel. And for those who are returning, welcome back. I'm aspiring author 95 Girly, and I am currently writing an adult fantasy novel. So if you are interested in following my journey, hit that subscribe button to be notified of my content. All right, Project Hecatomb. Okay, so let's talk about the novel itself and what kind of feels I am getting from this novel, what I am seeing, what it should be, how it should be. I'm definitely going to create a video in the future of a mood board just so I can visually give you all some representation of what Project Hecatomb is about, just the vibes of it and the feel. But just talking about it now, Project Hecatomb, it's filled with magic, mythology, and a whole lot of heart. Think of also to forbidden powers, lost royalty, prophecies, creatures. I know werewolves is one of the things that I've mentioned, hinted to in my previous videos for sure. But there's some other creatures that I am developing within this book project. And there's also different magnetic systems that I am developing, world building, which is very hard to do. And it's not an easy thing to do, but those are the vibes. And I do anticipate to create a mood board and showcase that to you all in another video, just so that you all can visually see what I am writing about. Well, just the vibes of it, which is also cool to see. Disclaimer, I'm not feeling my best today. So next up, let's talk about process update as far as how far am I into this project. So I want to say, if we're working on percentages, a rough estimate will be probably about 70% of this novel. Currently I finished up 29 chapters, which I think is excessive, to be honest. I don't know what's a lot. This is my first time writing a project, and 29 chapters does seem like a lot, but then I'm like, other authors have a lot of chapters too. But in my one other video before, I told y'all that I cannot perfect my first draft. This is my very first time actually completing something like this. So as I go through writing this first draft, then I'm going to go back, obviously, and write another draft. And I have decided that I'll probably end up having 4 drafts, because with this first draft, I'm writing all the way through, and as a first-time writer, I'm seeing a lot of mistakes that I'm making as far as actually developing the story. So I already know that once I get done with this, there's going to be a very heavy editing process on my end. We'll see if it's really going to be more than the chapters that I have. 29 definitely does seem excessive. And my current word count right now is around 62,000. And 29 chapters for 62,000 definitely does not seem accurate. But again, this is my very first time writing a novel, and I need to cut myself some slack because my first time doing this. I haven't been seeking out any professional help. I tried Skillshare, like a 30-day trial. I watched a lot of YouTube videos and then read a lot of different, platform things to try to understand and learn how to correctly write a novel. So I feel like I'm on the right track, but then also too, it's like, hey Candace, I got a lot of work to do. So that's it. And I feel like right now I am on Act 2, well, tailoring off Act 2 and then getting into Act 3. My goal word count, I didn't necessarily have one, but 100K sounds pretty good as a starting point for my first draft. Once I finish this first draft, if I reach 100K, it'll probably end up being just a little bit more than that. I'm really trying to work on my descriptive writing, just to make sure that it's good. So writing this has definitely been a challenge, I'm not gonna lie. I mentioned to y'all before in my previous video that I decided to get back into writing because it was something that I always wanted to do as a child. And before I became influenced based on otherworldly things and start doing other things because I was influenced by them, this is something that I've always wanted to do. It feels really good. And it also kind of feels like a spiritual journey, so to say, something personal like within that's really satisfying me. So I'm just really enjoying it so far. It is a learning process, I cannot stress that enough, but it's just so much information out there on how to do something. And I really enjoy on YouTube, there is a complete writers community. I mean, there's a community for a lot of different things, but the writers community on YouTube is very supportive. The amount of knowledge that is shared and tips and things like that is just really great too. Another progress that I wanted to share with you all about this, about Project Hecatomb, is I started working on the book cover, and I know like it's very early in the stages of this to be starting this, but there are times where I have days where I just honestly cannot work or think on writing or anything like that. And so for the past couple weeks, I started, not couple weeks, well, couple days, I started working on the book cover for this. And then also I do have a client that's going to be drawing illustrations that's going to be without the novel too. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm not going to really share too much of what the book cover is going to look like just yet, but I just been throwing some ideas out there. I'm still battling in between if I want to self-publish or work with company to publish my book. And the reason why I'm battling between that is because I would love for this book to get a lot more visibility, and I don't feel like I have enough pull to really do self-publishing. But we'll see when the time comes what I'm going to choose to do. Maybe I'll start out with a company publishing and then go private after maybe the first couple times, but we'll see. So this is like kind of it for this video. I know it's not much today, but honestly guys, I'm not really feeling that well. I just wanted to make sure that I can get on here and get a video out to you guys. This was what I planned to record today anyway. I really have brain fog right now and I can't really focus. So if you're working on a novel too, please drop a comment down below. I would love to know if you are. If you have a YouTube channel and you're on your first writing journey like myself, please let me know in the comments, because I would definitely love to network and just share ideas and tips and tricks on how to keep the gears flowing in your mind, on how to become that published author. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And until next time,